Her phone buzzed at 2:17 a.m., the screen's glow slicing through the darkness of her Silver Lake apartment. Asterisk, you're not like anyone I've met. I need to see you again. Asterisk, the message was from Gabriel Olds, the actor whose dimpled smile and Yale pedigree had captivated her on their first date. She smiled, unaware that those same words had baited others into a trap. By dawn, her trust would lie in shards, and his carefully crafted world would start to unravel under the weight of secrets buried across a decade. Los Angeles, August 2024. The city pulses with restless energy, neon signs flicker over Sunset Boulevard, aspiring stars hustle for auditions, and the Pacific's hum anchors the chaos. Gabriel Olds, 52, moves through this world like he owns it. A character actor with a resume boasting NCIS, Los Angeles, the eyes of Tammy, Faye, and private practice, he's no A-lister, but his name carries weight. His Yale degree, earned in the 90s, adds an intellectual sheen, and his Instagram, 1,200 posts of red carpets, theater throwbacks, and shirtless beach runs, projects a life of cultured success. To the women he meets on dating apps, he's a rare find, a man who quotes Rilke, name-drops Scorsese, and listens like he's unraveling their souls. But beneath the charm lies a predator, one the LAPD is now closing in on. It begins with a swipe. Gabriel's profile on Hinge and Bumble is a study in seduction, a headshot from a 2019 indie film, a bio that reads, asterisk, Yale alum, actor, lover of art and authentic connections. Asterisk, he messages first, his words tailored to each woman. Asterisk, your profile stopped me in my tracks. You're a writer? Tell me about your work. Asterisk, the women, graphic designers, teachers, nurses, ages 25 to 45, feel flattered, chosen. He suggests coffee at Earth Cafe or a sunset stroll in Griffith Park, always pushing for a second date at their place or his Studio City condo. His stories dazzle, tales of auditioning for Spielberg, performing off-Broadway, or debating philosophy with classmates at Yale. It's a performance, and he's mastered the role. Sarah, 41, a graphic designer with a penchant for abstract art, matches with Gabriel in January 2023. Their first date at a West Hollywood bistro feels scripted for romance. He arrives in a tailored blazer, his hazel eyes catching the candlelight. He asks about her latest project, a mural for a downtown gallery, and shares a story about meeting Jessica Chastain on set. By their third date, they're at her apartment, a bottle of Pinot Noir half empty. Then, mid-conversation, his demeanor shifts. He grabs her wrists, pinning her to the couch. She says no, but he doesn't stop. When it's over, he acts as if nothing happened, complimenting her decor before leaving. Sarah sits frozen, her mind replaying the moment his charm turned to violence. She doesn't call the police. Not yet. Guilt and confusion choke her voice. Across Los Angeles, others bear similar wounds. Emily, a 29-year-old high school teacher, meets Gabriel in spring 2021. Their date at his condo starts with a tour of his career relics, a signed NCIS script, a framed Yale diploma, a photo with a grinning Matt Damon. She's charmed, maybe a little awed. But later, he forces himself on her, filming it with his phone. She flees, deleting his contact but keeping the trauma. Mia, a 35-year-old nurse, encounters him in 2013 at a Santa Monica wine bar. Their chemistry is instant, until he lures her to a hotel room, where he chokes her during an assault. She screams, and he stops, laughing it off as intense. She blocks him but saves his texts, their flirty tone now a grim reminder. The LAPD's Special Assault Section catches wind of Gabriel in January 2023, when Sarah, bolstered by therapy, files a report. Detective Brent Hopkins, a 20-year veteran with a nose for serial offenders, takes her statement. Sarah's account is vivid, Gabriel's Ivy League anecdotes, his attentive facade, the sudden brutality. Hopkins cross-references her story with assault reports citywide. Two more women, Emily and a 32-year-old marketing exec named Lauren, come forward within weeks, their stories mirroring Sarah's down to the Yale references. The assaults spanned 2013 to 2023, each tied to dating apps. By July 19, 2024, the Los Angeles County District Attorney charges Gabriel with 7 felonies, 3 counts of forcible rape, 1 count of rape of an unconscious person, sodomy by force, assault with intent to commit a felony, and injury to a significant other. Bail is set at $3.50 million. August 7, 2024. Officers arrest Gabriel outside a Crestwood Hills cafe, his face a mask of calm as handcuffs snap shut. The news explodes, NCIS actor Gabriel Olds arrested for sexual assault. Outlets from TMZ to CNN plaster his mugshot, a stark contrast to his polished headshots. Social media erupts. Fans who loved his portrayal of Pat Robertson in The Eyes of Tammy Faye or his guest spot on Criminal Minds grapple with disbelief. His attorney, Leonard Levine, releases a statement, Mr. Olds maintains his innocence. All encounters were consensual, and he will fight these allegations vigorously. Hopkins, poring over case files, isn't swayed. Every victim described the same playbook, he tells a Los Angeles Times reporter. He'd charm them, isolate them, then turn violent. Some waited years to speak up. The detectives team digs into Gabriel's digital trail, Hinge chats, Instagram DMs, even archived emails from a defunct AOL account. They uncover a pattern. Gabriel targeted women who valued intellect and ambition, using his credentials to build trust before betraying it. His travels for shoots in New York, Chicago, and Atlanta raise red flags. Hopkins issues a public call for other victims, suspecting the tally could climb. September 9, 2024. The case deepens. 3 more women, Claire, a 27-year-old photographer, Hannah, a 39-year-old lawyer, and Tara, a 34-year-old event planner, come forward, spurred by the headlines. The DA files 5 additional charges, bringing the total to 12, rape, forcible oral copulation, sexual penetration by force, and 2 counts of assault to commit rape. The new allegations span 2021 to 2023, with Claire describing an assault at Gabriel's condo, Hannah recounting a violent encounter at her Echo Park loft, and Tara waking to Gabriel assaulting her after she blacked out from drinks he poured. The charges now carry a potential life sentence. DA George Gaskin faces the press, these women have shown immense courage. We will hold this predator accountable. The 6 women, though strangers, find solidarity. Sarah, Emily, and Mia connect through a day-organized support group, meeting weekly at a nondescript office in Van Nuys. They trade stories, piecing together Gabriel's tactics. He'd mention Yale within minutes, often citing a favorite professor. He'd push for private settings, avoiding crowded venues after the first date. He'd mirror their interests, art for Sarah, literature for Emily, fitness for Mia, before revealing a side that left them shattered. It was like he studied us, Mia says, clutching a coffee mug. He knew exactly what to say. Gabriel's empire crumbles. His agent, a mid-tier firm in Century City, severs ties. CBS yanks his overnight NCIS, Los Angeles episodes from Paramount+. Hulu pulls The Eyes of Tammy Faye. His IMDb page, once a badge of pride, becomes a lightning rod for comments like "monster" and "lock him up." On X, #Gabriel Olds trends for weeks, with posts ranging from "I met him at a premiere, seemed so nice" to "Hollywood's full of these creeps." A few diehard fans cling to his "good guy" image, but they're drowned out by survivor advocates and Me Too activists. A restraining order, filed by Hannah in 2023 and unearthed by Variety, details Gabriel filming a non-consensual act and choking her during another. Its specifics, dates, locations, injuries, align with the other accounts, bolstering the prosecution. The trial, slated for March 2025, looms large. Prosecutors, led by Deputy DA Maria Alvarez, plan a meticulous case. All 6 women will testify, backed by trauma experts, a digital forensics team analyzing Gabriel's devices, and medical records documenting injuries. Lavigne's defense hinges on consent, claiming the women agreed to rough encounters, but later regretted them. He hires a private investigator to scrutinize the women's histories, hoping to find contradictions, but the consistency across a decade of allegations weakens his hand. Legal analysts predict a tough road for Gabriel. The volume and similarity of these accounts are devastating, a UCLA law professor tells CNN. He's facing a mountain of evidence. Los Angeles buzzes with the case's implications. Op-eds flood the Los Angeles Times and New York Times, dissecting power dynamics in Hollywood, the vulnerabilities of dating apps, and the stigma of reporting assault. Activists march outside the airport courthouse, their signs blunt: "No means no," and "justice for survivors." A podcast, Unmasked, the Gabriel Olds case, hits #1 on Spotify, blending court updates with survivor interviews. Hopkins, burning the midnight oil, fields calls from women as far as Miami and Seattle, some unsure if their encounters with Gabriel qualify as assault. He logs each, knowing the case could balloon. Sarah emerges as a voice for change. Her blog, Behind the Facade, garners 50,000 monthly readers. Her first post, "The Man Who Stole My Safety," details her assault and recovery, ending with, "I'm done being silent. We all are." Emily volunteers with RNN, training to counsel survivors. Mia testifies before California Senate Judiciary Committee, pushing for stricter laws on sexual violence. Their pain, once private, fuels purpose. In jail, Gabriel receives a stack of letters, some from fans begging for his innocence, others from anonymous accusers. One, in sharp black ink, reads, "You thought we'd stay quiet. You thought wrong." He paces his cell, the walls a far cry from the stages he once commanded. The actor who played pastors and doctors now faces a role he can't escape, defendant in a case that could lock him away for life. March 3, 2025. The trial begins. The courtroom, a beige box in downtown LA, is packed. Reporters, advocates, and curious locals cram the benches. Sarah takes the stand first, her voice steady as she recounts her assault. Gabriel, in a gray suit, stares at the table. Alvarez's questions are surgical, drawing out every detail. Lavigne's cross-examination probes for inconsistencies, but Sarah holds firm. Outside, protesters chant, their voices filtering through the windows. Cameras catch Gabriel's expressionless face as he's led away. The trial stretches weeks, each woman's testimony a brick in the prosecution's wall. Emily breaks down describing the video Gabriel took. Mia's account of the choking draws gasps. Claire, Hannah, and Tara add their voices, their stories a chorus of betrayal. The defense calls character witnesses, old castmates, a Yale classmate, who paint Gabriel as gentlemanly, but their words feel hollow against the evidence. A forensic analyst reveals deleted Hinge messages recovered from Gabriel's phone, including one to Claire, "You're mine now." Medical reports confirm bruises and tears on multiple women. The jury, a mix of ages and backgrounds, listens intently, their faces unreadable. Los Angeles watches, riveted. The case sparks campus rallies at UCLA and USC, with students demanding better protections on dating apps. Bumble and Hinge issue statements promising stricter user vetting, though skeptics call it PR. A documentary crew circles, pitching The Predator next door to Netflix. The city, no stranger to scandal, feels the weight of this one, a reminder that fame can mask monsters. As the trial nears its end, the women brace for the verdict. Sarah, Emily, and Mia sit together in court, their hands clasped. They've reclaimed their stories, but the scars remain. Gabriel, once a star, faces a reckoning. The jury deliberates, and the city holds its breath. Whatever the outcome, one truth stands: the silence is shattered, and the women who spoke are rewriting the script. The jury room is silent, save for the faint hum of the courthouse air conditioning. 12 jurors, ordinary Angelenos pulled from their lives, sit around a worn oak table, stacks of evidence before them, police reports, medical records, screenshots of Gabriel Olds' chilling messages. It's April 10, 2025, and the weight of their decision presses down. Outside, Los Angeles churns, reporters camp across the street, X-posts swirl with #JusticeForSurvivors, and the 6 women who testified wait, their lives tethered to this moment. The trial's final days were a crucible. Deputy DA Maria Alvarez closed with a searing argument, her voice steady as she faced the jury. Gabriel Olds wasn't just an actor on screen. He played a role in real life, charming, trustworthy, safe. But behind that mask was a man who preyed on trust, who used his status to silence women for a decade. She pointed to the evidence board, photos of bruises, a timeline of assaults from 2013 to 2023, a hinge message to Tara that read, "Don't fight it. You'll like it." Alvarez's words landed like blows. These women didn't know each other, yet their stories are the same. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern. Leonard Levine, Gabriel's attorney, countered with a defense that leaned on ambiguity. "No one disputes these encounters happened," he said, pacing before the jury. "The question is consent. These were adults, engaging in complex relationships. Regret isn't evidence." He painted the women as unreliable, suggesting their stories evolved after media attention. He lingered on Sarah's delay in reporting, Emily's deleted texts, Mia's vague memory of 2013. But his strategy faltered when jurors' eyes flicked to the evidence. Gabriel's phone, recovered by forensics, held 47 deleted messages, many coercive, some threatening. Gabriel took the stand, a gamble Levine had debated. In a navy suit, his hair grayer than in his IMDb headshots, he projected remorse but not guilt. "I'm not perfect," he said, voice soft. "But I never forced anyone. These were mutual moments, misunderstood." Under Alvarez's cross-examination, he unraveled. She pressed him on the videos found on his phone, one showing Emily unconscious. "Why film without consent?" she asked. Gabriel stammered, "It was spontaneous." The jury's faces hardened. April 12, 2025. After 3 days of deliberation, the jury returns. The courtroom is a pressure cooker. Sarah, Emily, Mia, Claire, Hannah, and Tara sit in the second row, their hands linked. Gabriel stares ahead, his jaw tight. The foreperson, a retired mechanic, reads the verdict, guilty on 9 of 12 counts, including 3 counts of forcible rape, 2 counts of sexual penetration by force, and 1 count of assault to commit rape. Not guilty on 3 lesser charges, including injury to a significant other, due to insufficient evidence. Gasps ripple through the room. Sarah exhales, tears spilling. Emily grips Mia's arm. Gabriel's head drops, his composure cracking. Judge Carla Mendoza set sentencing for May 15, 2025, pending victim impact statements. Outside, activists cheer, their signs, survivors are heard, bobbing in the spring sun. Reporters swarm the women as they exit, but Sarah speaks for them. "This isn't just our victory. It's for every woman who's been silenced." Her words trend on X within hours, amplified by Me Too leaders and celebrities like Alyssa Milano. The aftermath is seismic. Gabriel's conviction sends ripples through Hollywood. Casting directors quietly scrub his name from call sheets. His NCIS, Los Angeles co-stars, silent during the trial, face backlash for not speaking out. A Variety exposé reveals whispers about Gabriel's behavior on set. Crew members recall him being too friendly with female extras, though nothing actionable surfaced then. The article sparks a broader reckoning. How many predators hide behind charisma and credentials? Sarah's blog, Behind the Facade, becomes a beacon. Her post, "The verdict isn't the end," details the trial's toll, panic attacks, sleepless nights, the fear of retaliation. Yet she writes of hope. "We took back our power. We're not victims anymore." Comments pour in, some from women sharing their own stories, others from men pledging to challenge toxic behavior. Emily, now a RAIN advocate, launches a workshop series for dating app safety, teaching women to spot red flags like love bombing or rushed intimacy. Mia, testifying again at a Sacramento hearing, helps pass a bill mandating stronger background checks for dating platforms. Gabriel, in men's central jail, awaits sentencing. Letters arrive daily, some from fans, still clinging to his on-screen persona, others from survivors, their words raw. One, from an anonymous woman in Chicago, reads, "I was too scared to report you in 2018. But I'm watching now." His attorney files an appeal, citing media bias, but legal experts give it slim odds. The evidence, digital, medical, testimonial, is a fortress. May 15, 2025. The sentencing hearing is packed.